And welcome back. And just as promised, more fantastic guests. We have online joining us the program director of the Anthony N. Sabga Awards, Caribbean Excellence, and that is Maria Superville Neilson. And you are here with us on Antigua Barbuda Today. Good morning. How are you?
Morning. Very well, thank you.
Excellent, excellent. So nominations are now open, and they're for 2023. So what exactly is the idea behind the Anthony N. Sabga Awards?
Yes, Sabga. The awards are for Caribbean nationals or Caribbean residents who are doing excellent work and are in mid-career. So they are in the age group of 35 to 55 years. And they're doing work in arts and letters, entrepreneurship, public and civic contributions, and science and technologies. It was always felt that we didn't have an awards program in the Caribbean that recognized Caribbean nationals who were doing exceptional work. And it was time that we recognized our own and didn't wait for the recognition to be done externally, whether it's Europe or the US or so on. But give our nationals some money, because it's 500,000 TT dollars the winner gets, and to continue their work. So it's not a lifetime achievement award, it's an award for those who are showing potential, and they will have now an opportunity to use the prize money to continue to progress their work.
That sounds amazing. Okay, so is there a variety of areas that the awards are available in? You mentioned entrepreneurship, and if they're like mid-career.
Arts and letters, yes, arts and letters. And arts and letters, so that I do not get it wrong, will include the literary arts, the performing arts, and the visual arts. And then we have entrepreneurship. Public and civic contribution will be all those people who are doing community work, who are heading NGOs, and so on, all the civic society groups. Although it's the award, I just want to make it clear here, it's not for groups or organizations, but for individuals. So it will be the persons who are the driving forces behind these NGOs and civic groups, or who would have founded these organizations. And of course, we have science and technologies, all the scientists, all those involved in environmental work and things like that, medical sciences, and research, or even technology, because technology will fall under science and technology, of course.
Okay, excellent, because you did mention the age group 35 to 55. So how else does someone qualify? Like, what is the criteria that's considered for the awards?
Well, you must have a track record of consistently good work. You must be recognized by your peers. So these awards, people can nominate themselves, so it isn't that they can't do so. But in nominating yourself, you must be able to show where your work is referenced by your peer groups, or that you can provide references who can speak to the work that you have done. So if you believe that, listen to me, I have been toiling in this particular area for quite some time, and I believe that it is at a stage where it can be recognized, and that if I can get a little help and I can move forward with some monetary assistance, well, apply. We do not, now the nominations that we would get here at the program office in Trinidad will be sifted from all those we receive in the Caribbean. Now we have 5 nominating committees. So we would have one in Guyana, Barbados, Jamaica, OECS collectively, and Trinidad and Tobago. Now, since 2018, the nominating committees are able to look outside of their immediate geographical areas, so that you would have found that in this year, 2022, one of the laureates came from Suriname, and that laureate was nominated by the Guyana nominating committee. And Antigua and Barbuda is part of the ACS, so your catchment area already has a committee, but then that committee could look those islands that are near, just outside of your area, and so the Bahamas and things like that, or the British Virgin Islands. But it's normally the English-speaking Caribbean, but Dutch, Suriname is Dutch, and we got a nominee from Suriname, and she won.
Hey.
So that's good, and we're really proud of the Guyana nominating committee for stepping outside of their comfort zone, as it were, to make that nomination. So it's open. So it will be reevaluated. Know that it's going up against a number of other people in the Caribbean. And if you're not successful this year, well, you may be successful in another year. We have had nominations that have come before us more than once. And eventually they were successful, so it's not to say, okay, so I wasn't successful this year, but maybe I may be successful in a subsequent year. Of course, if you're outside of the age group, well, then that's a different matter. But it's always, if you're 35 at the time of nomination, so if you say you are 29 and you have not yet met, okay, well, wait a year. Not 29, 34. But if you are 55 and turning 56 in 2022, if I get that nomination by the 31st of March and you are 55 years old, well, it will be considered. So that's just a little technicality, but just so that so that people say, oh, but I want 55 and I'm only going to be 56 at later down in the year, and that's not an issue. Okay, it's if you're 56 when you're applying, that's the issue. Okay. And as I say, it's not a lifetime achievement award, so we're not looking for people who have accomplished all they have to accomplish. And in this day and age, we know that people retire and start new careers. Well, there are other awards programs that can take care of that. Ours are really for those people in mid-career who are showing potential, and we want to get you over that threshold.
Well, it already does sound really inclusive, so I feel like your parameters are completely fine. And then, so what do we do? If I have someone, in my mind, I have like several people already. So how do we go and nominate them? How do I do this? How do I nominate?
You go to our website, which is www.answercaribbeanawards.com. Or you can only put in Caribbean Awards or Answer Caribbean Awards, and it will come up. Go onto our website, the nomination form is there. You fill it out. You will not get an acceptance of the an acknowledgement of the form on the website. It will come to me. I will respond directly to you saying that I have received it. And if you don't get it right away, give me a day at least, because I may be dealing with a number of other things at the time. But I will acknowledge receipt of your nomination, so you know you have it. And at that point, then I may probably ask you to send in a CV if I find that the information that you've put on the form could do with some additional information.
So then how many nominations have you received? Are you getting like thousands? Like what's the number?
No, unfortunately, we're not getting thousands. Okay. Because I suppose the promotion of the awards period coming to an end has only perhaps started in the last 2 weeks. People are only just beginning to get nominations. So I'm not flooded as yet, but I would love to be flooded. Okay. Last year, we got over 100 nominations, but that was over a longer period. And this time, we're trying to, because of COVID and other things, we're trying to get back on stream, because normally we would have had the award ceremony for the 2022 laureates in April, but we have had to shift our schedules all over to accommodate. So we are trying to get back on schedule. So nominations will close on the 31st of March. And if it is that we have well, we have sufficient to send around, but I can't give you a definite figure. We probably have less than 50 nominations so far. But I expect between now and the 31st, it will all come in. And for some reason, Caribbean people sending all their nominations between 10 p.m. and midnight on the 31st. So, so whatever that is, if that speaks to our culture, well, okay, I will not be up at midnight, but I will, once it gets to my computer by midnight on the 31st, we will accept our nominations and respond to them.
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll get them to you before the 31st. Like, you should tell people it's the 30th. Say, that's the deadline. It's the 30th.
It wouldn't make a difference. I don't think it would make a difference. The same thing would happen.
Oh, no. Well, thank you so much for this. Hopefully people will check out the website. They can just do the Googles, consult Madam Google, it's free, and find you and do their nominations.
Yes, and thank you so much for this opportunity. We appreciate it. And may I say a shout out to Ms. Ian Henry, who was chair of the OACS nominating committee for a number of years and is still a member of the committee. So hi, Anne, all best to you.
Oh, excellent. Shout it out. I love it. All right, cool. So yeah, have a great day, and hopefully not too many nominations at midnight, 11:59, March 31st. So like, all the best. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
And stay with us. We've got more after the break.